Guys, it's Candice Messy Sublimation Blanks. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on Gypsogem, our Gypsogem Eco Resin. Basically there's two methods. You can use water or you can use a hardener. The hardener I would recommend if you want to make candle vessels, so when you light a candle it doesn't seep out the candle vase. But for this tutorial we are going to be using the water method. So what you'll need is the powder, a scale, the mold you want to use, a mixing jug, and then obviously some jugs to measure water, and then a spatula. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take a mold, put it onto the scale and make sure you tar it so it's not measuring the scale itself. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this with water. Okay, so we're going to fill this to the top. And then we're going to note the grams. This pot plant with water is 161 4 grams. All right, so we don't need the water, we can tip it back into the jug. We don't need our scale right now. So what does this mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to round it off. Let's make it 162 grams. And then we're going to take 162 grams and we're going to multiply by 175. It's a scientific formula. Don't ask me how. I was never great at maths. So we're going to take 162 times 1.75, and this is how much powder we need. 283.5 grams. Right, in order to calculate what the water is, we're going to do this. So the ratio is for every 100 grams of powder we use with water, we need to use 30 grams of water. Okay, so how I work this out, I take the 283.5 and I'm going to divide it by 30 grams. Sorry, divide it by 100 grams, right? 283.5 divided by 100, and the ratio there is 2.84. So then we're going to times that by 30 grams because that's how much water there is to 100 grams of powder. 2.84 times 30 grams. So we need 85.2 grams of water. So for this exercise, or this mold, it's 280, I'm just going to round it off, 4 grams of powder. It's not very fussy if it's a gram or out or over, it's not like epoxy. And then we need 85 grams, let's just do 85.5 grams of water. So that's what we're going to need for this pot. So I hope this all makes sense, but when you buy a powder there is a document you can download. Right, we're finished with the calculator. So now what we need to do is we get a jug, put that onto the scale, make sure you zero it using tar function, and then we are going to weigh the 284 grams of powder. Yep, it's way too much. Let's just put some back. 282. Let's just see. Put a need a bit in. That should do. Now I'm being stickler. There we go. That should be fine. So 284 of powder. Now we are going to measure the water. Make sure you tar it. And I hope this jug is big enough to hold 85. I don't think it's going to be. It actually is. So 85.5 is what we need. Yo, painful. Let me just get a pipette. Right, let's get rid of these extra pipettes. Come in handy. Okay, that's fine. 85.3. Right, we are done with the scale. Let's get rid of that. The water we do not need. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix the water with the powder. Mix it nicely to make sure there's no air trapped or powder in glumps. So this will take about 15 to 20 minutes to set. It all depends on the mold you're using, how deep it is, but it does cure quick. It's not like epoxy where you have to wait 24 hours. And this range comes, we sell these molds in small, medium and large pot plants. They come together. I have done one, but it's busy setting with some, just to show you. This is the one I did. It's the small one. I think the temperature also plays a part in how long it takes to cure, because this small one I did is taking a while, at least, or it could be it's a very thick mold, but the small one is starting to get warm. Right, make sure there's no lumps. That should do it. Okay, and then getting your mold, you're going to pour the mixture into the mold. When you get halfway, just get it, squeeze it, dump it. It does help for any bubbles. We're going to fill it to the top. Yeah, there's a lump in this one. There we go. I think that's enough. And this should take 15 to 20 minutes, but as I said, it is a deep mold, so it might take longer. And we'll be back to show the results. Okay guys, I'm going to demold the small pot plant. Just make sure your hands are clean, because you can mess up the vessel like I did there. I had black on my hands. The fun part is getting it out the mold without dropping it. I don't know if you guys can see. And then of course nails are not very helpful. But anyways, oh, look how beautiful this is, guys. A nice pot plant, and that's the medium one. So now this still has a bit of moisture in it, so before we do anything with it, we're going to leave it for like 24 hours or a few days, because you can feel it's heavy, there's still moisture in there. But this is pretty. This is the small one. When the other ones are ready, I will demold those as well, but they're still curing. I have noticed on a cold day it does take longer to cure, but isn't that pretty?